The setting, a cemetery, a weekday. Headstones dot the landscape as well as an occasional recent monument. Jessica, dressed for a warm summer afternoon, carries with her a blanket and a small picnic basket. She enters and slowly walks up a gentle incline to get to a gravesite, the location of which she knows well. Along the way, she looks downward at the headstones and occasionally stops.
Kathleen Stevens Seberg, 1929 to 1990. Beloved wife, mother, and grandmother. I never noticed you before. Andrew Demergian, 1990 to 2016. U.S. Army. That's all it says. I never noticed you before either.
She walks a couple more steps and spreads out her blanket and sets down her picnic basket. She pulls from the basket an iced tea, a sandwich, and a small bunch of flowers. She places the flowers gently on a gravesite. She sits beside the grave.
Don't mind me. My day off, so we're having lunch.
A man in a sport coat, uncomfortable in the heat, is carrying with him a cell phone. He is searching for a headstone. He's lost and flustered.
Who are you looking for? I know a lot of the names around here.
Lewis.
First or last name?
Lewis. Last name. Lewis. Benjamin Phillip.
Wait a sec. I think go to your left a few feet and a little down the slope.
Found it. I mean, you found it. Thanks.
Your relative?
My father.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. Friend or relative?
My sister.
I'm sorry. Really.
Yeah.
Well, I haven't been here in years.
Oh, it's looking pretty bad. Oh, are you upset that I said that?
Sorry, I was about to be, but you're right. I think I'm upset that you're right. I was about to say I haven't had time. Not a good answer. So I'm glad I stopped Right now, though, I really don't have any time. So thank you.
Sure. It was nothing.
Jessica goes back to her sister's grave and sits. Charles stands next to his father's grave, then brushes away at the ground to clear some fallen leaves and sits. Jessica puts in earbuds and starts moving to the rhythm of the music, then begins eating the sandwich. She's in her world with her sister.
Hi. Okay. Is everyone on this call? Okay. Well, let me wait until you get everybody on and give me 5 minutes, okay? 5 minutes. Call you back.
Charles gets up, takes a couple of steps, turns back, gives a little wave to the gravesite, then starts to walk away.
Hey.
Jessica quickly retrieves a can of WD-40 from her basket and speeds to Charles before he has a chance to react. Jessica offers him the can.
Here.
Thanks. Looks almost as good as it used to.
And just like that.
Yeah, I was thinking of bringing something to polish it, but, well, my visit was last minute. I didn't have time to stop off and get anything. Thanks again.
Almost 10 years ago.
Yes. And your sister?
Not quite 7 months.
I see. Well,
You don't have to say anything.
I don't even know what I'd say.
I know. Your father died young.
I have to go. Thanks for helping me make the headstone look cared for. Enjoy your lunch. I'm sorry you lost your sister.
His phone rings.
Hello?
Don't answer it.
Sorry, too late. I was going to call you, but it's okay. Is everybody else on?
End the call.
What?
Hang up.
What? I'm sorry, guys. I have to go somewhere a little quieter. What the hell?
You remind me that people just don't give a fuck. They forget to care. They forget to love.
God damn it, what do you know?
I'll tell you. How about the person that says the person that they say they love the most is right next to them, dying, and still they get up from next to the hospital bed and go to work. They have to go mail some fucking package. They keep their hair appointment. They have lunch with their friends. They don't stop their worlds when that person's still alive and they can still make a difference. Then they go to the funeral and say they'll always remember. They wish they could have been there more. And the bullshit is they could have. They say they'll always visit and bring fresh flowers, and it's just words. So get off your fucking phone and spend some time with your father. No. It's up to you. You choose.
I'll stay. You're right. Besides, I think they hung up.
I hope so. For your sake.
Yeah, probably wishful thinking. So, I'm staying. I don't even know where to begin.
Can't help you there.
No worries. You've done enough already.
Jessica sits next to him.
You work too much. Like father, like son. My mom died when I was a kid. He raised me best he could. It wasn't the most comfortable relationship. I got too independent too fast. But I was really still a kid. I was just a kid. I'd get home from school and I'd worry that he wouldn't come home. I worried he'd get taken away like my mom. He worked hard, but his arrival time at home was clockwork. So if he was 10 minutes late, it seemed like hours. He always made it though. He always made it home to provide for me. He didn't date when I was growing up. No social life until I was way into my teens. He just worked and came home. He never failed to come home, although I was always afraid he wouldn't. He started having more of a normal life after I finished high school, and that's when I stopped worrying about him. Until the call came in.
What happened?
I was still married then. My wife received a call from the hospital, some community facility out of the area. I knew from her tone it was serious. And then there were tears in her eyes. "Your dad," she said to me. "We have to get to this hospital right away." She said they wouldn't tell her more, just come. And all those feelings of fear and worry came rushing back. Turns out he was already dead when they called. Scuba diving accident. Went out boating with some friends. We weren't close. We didn't talk that often. We always said "I love you" at the end of every call. But I couldn't stand that he was gone. And I couldn't tell him I loved him one more time. Look him in the eyes and hold him and say, "I love you, Dad." That's a regret I'll carry all my life.
That's heavy. A heavy burden. Oh, makes me feel empty.
What about your sister?
You don't have to ask if you don't really care.
No, I do.
I think you're just trying to be nice.
I'm sorry if I sounded distant. I'm not. That's not what I intended.
My name's Jessica.
I'm Charles.
Charles Lewis.
Pretty good.
Donald Trump figured out what an elephant looks like, and I figured out your last name.
So, about your sister. Tell me.
I don't suppose you play Fortnite.
No.
She was great, and I'm really good. You play piano?
No.
She was incredible. She did everything better than me. She's 4 years younger, and I was the one looking up to her. We were best friends, but totally different. We shared a bedroom, and she put masking tape right down the middle of the room because my half was so messy and she was so neat. I couldn't cross that line with any of my stuff. She wanted to play songs. I wanted to write them. You know, my parents got divorced, and at her age, she was totally devastated. That's when we became best friends. Stayed that way until the day she died. I taught her the basics of navigating through life, and she taught me about the stuff that seemed way above my head. How to read music, which I still don't get. Art history, geometry, which I also still don't get. How things worked, how things were made. She had a curiosity for that. She was brilliant. And I loved her. Of course I loved her. I love her. I love her. When she got diagnosed with this type of bone cancer, it got treated aggressively, and my parents would argue over which doctor should provide her treatments and which treatments. And I taught her how to navigate again, how to avoid all the noise. Want to see a picture?
Sure. Of course.
That's Denise in her prime. And this is right before she died, age 23. You don't have to say anything.
I wouldn't even try.
She didn't want to die. She wasn't ready. I wasn't ready. Oh, she was afraid. I said I'd always be there for her, and she said, maybe not. People say things, but they forget. And she said I should get on with my life. I'm living for the two of us. I promised I'd always visit. I'd always be there. And I will. I know what you're thinking. It's not even a year, and I'll get tired of coming here. I'll move on. I'll forget. I won't, though. God, that important call or meeting you have, those things won't get in the way for me. No impromptu happy hour is going to interfere with my plans to come here. And today is a day off, and there's no place I'd rather be. I just came because I felt like it.
I still don't have any words, Jessica. I'm sorry. I'm sorry Denise is gone. I know you'll always visit. Anything else I can say would be meaningless.
I should be getting back to Denise, don't you think? And you should be getting back to your dad.
Yes. Yes, you're right.
Jessica returns to her sister's grave.
Excuse me, Jessica.
Yes?
Does she ever talk to you?
Sometimes. I talk to her. I I let her know what's going on with me. When I get ready to leave, I feel her pulling me back some of the time, and then I stay longer.
Well, I detoured here because I wanted to feel you near. I remember as a kid, I was so afraid of losing you, but you were there after all. And then you left forever when I thought there wasn't any chance of it. Dad, there's someone I love, and I'm afraid of losing her. I don't know what to do. So that's why I'm here. To be candid with you. I have missed you, though. I'm sorry I haven't come to visit. I'm really sorry. I let you down. Well, there you have it.
Charles gives the grave a slight wave.
Hey!
Bye.
Hey, when are you coming back to see him?
Soon. A week or two.
I'm not so sure. Are you really gonna do it?
Of course I am.
I think you want to, but I'm not sure you're going to.
I am.
His phone rings. Charles hesitates, then takes the call on the third ring.
Hi, Mark. I know, that was a long 5 minutes. Is everyone else on?
How about next Saturday?
Hold on. What?
Next Saturday at noon. I'll bring lunch. You can have some.
Okay. That will work. Yes.
Are you really going to do this?
Yes, definitely. Next Saturday at noon. I'll be here.
I'm still not convinced.
I'll be here. I promise.
I hope so.
I'll see you next Saturday. Hello? I'm back.